Howdy, howdy, YouTube. And now we're going to go live on TikTok. Good morning again, folks. Happy Wednesday. We are back in action. All right, well, since I am the only one here this morning, we're going to kick things off with a little writing sprint. So let's get that timer going. Howdy, Sloids. Welcome in, my friend. Happy Wednesday. How you doing, buddy? How's your Wednesday going? Gotta double check that. I'm always like, wait. It is Wednesday, right? Yeah. Okay, we're Wednesday. It's good. It's Wednesday. Raffi, Harpy, hey, welcome in, folks. Glad to see you. How are you doing today? Do you have a good Tuesday, a good start to the week? Because, y'all, we're halfway there. We're halfway there. And, if you look at the progress count on the novella, whew, we're a little bit more than halfway there. Sloyd, yeah, we're rocking. We're rocking. Doing good. Yeah, you know, pretty chill evening. Raffi, tired as always. Hey, but welcome back. I'm glad to see you back here. We'll get you there. We'll wake you up over the course of the stream. Yeah, y'all. Whew, we're back again. Back in action. I changed the streaming category today. It's no longer chat and interview. It's now on art. I think that's correct. None of the categories seemed too appropriate. Like, I feel like art's expected to be more visual, and I'm not really making anything visual. But I don't know. Writing's art. No, who knows? We'll give it a shot. But yeah, folks. Oh, you went to the Bucks game last night, so it's nice. It's fun. That's fun. Did they win? They give you a good show? Ah, Harpy. Okay, that makes sense. Welcome back. Glad to have you back. I hope it was a good trip to the West Coast. But you are back on sane person time now. Megan, good morning. Good to see you. Hey, welcome in. Happy Wednesday to you. I think I'm a little bit hoarse today, sounds like. But, oh well, you'll have to deal with my gravelly voice today. Megan, your cat's in a tree. I'm sorry to hear that. Cat's giving you a lot of trouble lately. It ran down the street last week too, right? You got an adventure cat over there, man. Just having fun. She likes to hunt. Sounds like your cat has more fun than we do. So, I think they've got it figured out. Whew, all right. Well, y'all, what do you say to just kicking it off with a writing sprint? Kind of get some words on the page. Give us a good little start. Hey, Harpy, you wrote 4 hours during your layover last night. Very good. Rock on. That's sick. I love it. Oh, you're all good, Megan. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Glad to see you. And if you can make it back, that'd be cool. If not, no worries. All good. Yes, Lloyd, I wasn't sure if you were talking about the Bucks game you went to or Cats. Then I was like, no, that's gotta be Cats, right? Yeah. Yeah, they're funny little creatures. I do like them, though. I do like them. Alright, y'all. Well, I'm gonna just jump right into it today. I'm kinda rearing to go here, so get 5 minutes on the clock and get some words on page. please, as always, feel free to join me. You can use this sprint to wake up if you need to, or you can dive right in head first like me. Either way works. But the timer's going, so let's put some words on page. Hey, good morning, Rune. Welcome back. Good to see you. Happy Wednesday. You definitely need a sprint to wake up. All good, all good. We'll get it right now. Appreciate those likes, y'all. Coming in hot. It's a constant stream. Alright, good little sprint there. Got up to about 100 words. 2 minutes 40 seconds left. Just waking it up, waking those fingers up. I appreciate the continuous stream of likes there. I don't know who's doing that, but thank you. They're just popping in the corner there. Someone's wearing out their hand. Where's that timer at? 1 minute. Okay. Sprint to the finish, y'all, if you're joining me. Oh, time's out. Okay. Thought I had a couple seconds left, but there we go. All right, that's the first sprint done. Hey, how's everybody feeling after that? I put 174 words in, it looks like. It's all right. Pretty good warm up. Hey, Rune, very nice. 184 for you. All right. That'll wake you up. Congratulations. Um, yeah, we're just getting into this scene here. Just kind of waking up. I think it's going good though. As you can see from the progress count on the screen. Oh, my little bullseye's a little off target. What's going on there? It moves once in a while. I don't know what the deal is with it. Let's see if we can fix that real quick. I don't know why it moves. It's a little weird. Yeah, Trace, I can show you what I'm typing. No worries. Hold on just one second. I'm fixing a stream element. There we go. Here you go, Trace. Let's go to display capture and get it centered. And there's the 174 words I just wrote. I don't like to leave it up too long because it'll be spoilers, especially this deep into a story. But there you go. Fresh 174 words. Even got one underlined there because I don't like it and I'm going to change it in editing. So yeah. If you're wondering, Trace, this is what we're writing. Thief of Honor. It is a gritty fantasy heist story and a prequel novella to Serpent of Rage here on the top left, which is a gritty fantasy that I launched a couple weeks back. Raffy said, do you have anything special planned for when you hit the ultimate word goal? Raffy, I should, and I full don't. Aaron asked me that a while ago, and I thought it was a great idea. I just haven't really put the time into like thinking about it, kind of figuring out what to do. Celebrate, I suppose. I guess it doesn't. I'm hitting the full word goal, but it doesn't feel too meaningful because I still have a lot of editing to do on it, you know. So like it's there word wise, but it's not there progress wise, essentially, because we got a lot of editing. Tommy boy, hey, good morning, buddy. Good to see you. How you doing? Happy Wednesday to you. My YouTube stream is reporting an issue, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. That's really strange. What are we doing here? Give me one sec, y'all. What are you doing here? Okay, that's fine. It's it's literally telling me it's not responding, but it's just getting a little buffering issue. We're all good. Okay, back to normal. Sleepy, good morning. Good to see you. How you doing? Y'all, how's your week been going? You been working on any projects? Been reading any good books? Well timed, Sleepy. You're a fourth of the way through the far wild, and Sinicio is crazy. That's what I want to hear. That dude is an absolute blast to write and a nightmare to write because it's so hard to keep him high energy and I don't know, so bombastic. It's becoming a favorite word of the stream, but so bombastic all the way through. Dude's a menace. Sleepy's talking about the far wild here on the top right, and the main character, as you see on the cover. Quote, what's a little murder between friends anyhow? I knew that was a good one when I wrote it, man. Sometimes you write the line and you're like, oof, that one's making the final cut. I don't think I've hit any words like that today, but we've only done 174, so you know we're just getting started, getting off the ground here. So yeah, y'all. I think all y'all were here yesterday when I talked about this, but Friday we're gonna do something a little special. We're gonna do a map making stream. So yeah, make sure you come back Friday. Gonna be a special time. Gonna be making a map live on stream. I know we've been talking about it a little bit, having some fun chatting about maps. Well, let's keep it going. So Friday, same time as usual, folks. Make sure you're here. We're gonna have a little bit of fun. A little bit of fun. Take a little break from writing for a day, and see if we can't make something cool. Hey, Poison, welcome in. Good to see you. Happy Wednesday to you. How you doing? We were just chatting about our special stream coming up on Friday. Gonna do something a little different and do some fantasy map making. Should be fun. We've been having a lot of fun here talking about maps the last couple days. So yeah, folks. Hey, Bert, welcome in. Good morning. Glad to see you. We're trickling in here. Everybody's showing up. Appreciate seeing y'all again. How you been? Good morning, Bert. I laughed a lot at your Muscle Goblins story, Bert. Very good. I would like to submit a petition to join that faction. Can I also please simply work out all day and then study and follow the path of the swole? It was great, Bert. Poison, I'm doing good. You know, I'm doing good. We're I really can't complain. You know, it's a good morning, another bright day. A little bit chilly out there, a little bit chilly. But we're looking forward to that map stream on Friday. I think that's gonna be fun. I don't know. We're just kind of changing it up. You know, trying to do stuff that y'all might like on stream aside from just doing our writing. And also, hey, look, the progress on the novella. I think we're gonna finish it today, at least word count wise. We're gonna hit that 20K number. I'll have a couple more days of editing after that, but it's gonna be fun. Y'all, this will be the last day that Thief of Honor is written on stream, I think. So gonna have to switch to something else after this. Y'all enjoy the cover one last time, because I'll be flashing it on stream today, but then after today we're gonna be switching probably back to Paragon 5. I gotta get some work done on that one, so I think that's what we're gonna be moving to. Yeah, it is bittersweet, isn't it, Poison? Like, I don't know, it's kind of the flow we've been in. You know, we've been working on Thief of Honor here on stream for 3 weeks now. I think 3 weeks. Oh, you like the cover, Sleepy? Thank you. Same artist, Ivan Vucevic, who did Servant of Rage. So I appreciate him coming back and lending his talents once again to another story. But yeah, it is bittersweet, Poison. Always kind of is when you finish a story. But that means we're one day closer to editing, and we're one day closer to getting this out for free in the world. So y'all can finally see what we've been writing here all these days. So yeah, that's kind of wild. It's I haven't really processed it yet. You know, it kind of snuck up on me. I updated the progress, and I was like, oh my god, y'all, we're 1,000 words away from hitting that target. Exciting though. It's exciting. All right. Oh, Sleepy, yes, we did get Tim Gerard Reynolds to do the audio for Servant of Rage. I'm glad you know who he is, because I fully do not believe that we were able to pull him in for it. But yeah, somehow we did. So he did a great job on it. Absolutely killed the audiobook. Dude just rocked it. Okay, so you know him from Red Rising. Yeah, he's done so much incredible work. Red Rising being a standout, but I mean a standout among standouts. So yeah, hopefully Servant of Rage gets known as the thing that he's done as well. Fingers crossed, huh? I haven't gotten all the way through Red Rising, but I hear it's pretty good, pretty brutal. Well acclaimed, you could say. All right, y'all. Let's. I'm kind of feeling another writing sprint. What do y'all think? Anybody? Y'all awake enough? You ready to sprint along with me here, or? I guess actually. Let's see. Who was it? Was it Rune? Yeah, Rune. You sprinted along with me on the first one, so I guess you're ready for a second one, huh? Let me know. We can cue this timer up and go ahead and get some words on page. Folks, welcome in. If you're new here, we got a 5-minute timer going, or about to be going. And we're going to write on stream. We're going to write on stream for the next 5 minutes. I invite you to join right along with me. Then at the end of it, we'll circle back and do a little Q&A about books, publishing, writing, anything you got questions about. So if you got questions, please drop them in chat. And at the end of the sprint, we'll talk about them. Oh, you're going to garden here? You're going to garden, Rafi? No worries. Go for it. There'll be more sprints today. And Rune, you're ready to go? All right, rock on. Well, let's do it, folks. 5 minutes on the clock. Time is running. Let's put some words on page. If you're joining me on this, good luck. Hey, Sarge. Good morning. Good to see you, buddy. How you doing today? Happy Wednesday. We're just kicking off a little writing sprint here, but welcome in. Glad to have you. How you been? Been a little while. Hey, Vinny, welcome in, bud. Thanks for the question. 20K is the end of this story that I'm working on. So we're working on Thief of Honor right here. It's a gritty fantasy heist story with a little bit of magic sprinkled in. And this one's actually a novella, so it's shorter than a novel. Because I'm going to put it out for free once it's done. And it is a prequel to Servant of Rage here on the top left. Which I released a couple weeks back. So it's kind of a little prequel story we're just going to throw out in the world. But once it's done, we'll go back to writing full-length books, and those typically sit at about 100K, 100,000 words. So yeah, that 20K is a nice little mini target, and then we're going to be throwing a full-length one back on here. Oh, thank you for the follow there, Alessia. Is that how I say it? Let me know if I'm saying it right, but thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. And thanks for popping in. Glad to see you. How you doing this week? How you doing this Wednesday? Alessia. Okay, cool. I'm going to remember that. I'm bad at names, but I'm going to remember that. I promise. Oh, it's snowing. I heard there was a snowstorm coming in up north. Wild, y'all. Wild spring snowstorm, huh? Octane, thank you for the follow as well. I appreciate that, man. Welcome in. I hope your Wednesday's going good. Hope we can kick it off right here. That's kind of the goal of the stream. Folks, if you're new around here, we're here every weekday, 7 to 9 a.m. Central. And what we do is 5-minute writing sprints. I've got one paused right now. I should probably get back to it, but we'll give the pitch real quick. We do 5-minute writing sprints, and I invite y'all to sprint along with me. Whatever you're working on, if it's writing, if it's art, if it's cooking, whatever it is, do it along with me. And then at the end, we circle back, we talk about how it went, and then I do I take questions about publishing, writing, what it's like being an author, all that good stuff. So if you got any questions, please drop them in chat. I'm going to go ahead and finish up this writing sprint, and then I'll be back. Seth, yes, we are finishing up today. We're on the last 1,000 words of the novella, so we're going to hit that work goal. Octane, it's snowing and it's supposed to rain. Jeez, talk about a 1-2 punch. Hopefully that rain doesn't turn to ice afterwards. Then that's like the worst combo you could possibly have. I had my car frozen into a block of ice once from that, just like an inch thick. Hopefully you're nice and cozy and warm inside. Alright, what are we at time-wise? Minute 50 left, very good. And I need to check my outline real quick. Zambian, I've heard that. I've heard that a couple times. But hey, I can show it to you. There we go. That's what we're typing right there. And this book's gonna go out for free, actually. So not gonna make too much money selling it. But I have thought about, you know, putting it on screen the whole time while I'm writing. The only issue is I don't want to give away all the spoilers, y'all. This is what we're working on right here, Thief of Honor. It's a prequel novella, kind of a gritty fantasy heist story with some magic sprinkled in. But yeah, this one's going to go out for free, Sleepy, because it's a prequel to Servant of Rage right here on the top left, which I launched a couple weeks back. So it's kind of a prequel story. You know, it ties into the book a little bit. You don't need it to enjoy the book, but if you've read the book or might want to read the book, you'll enjoy it more if you check out the prequel ahead of time. Oh, thank you, Sambian. I'm glad you like the artwork. Ivan Vujovic was my artist for it. Dude's awesome. He did Servant of Rage as well, so he did both of them for me. Dude's so good. Octane says, "What's your words per minute?" You know, Octane, I'm not truly sure. Not really sure. I do about 1,000 words an hour. If I'm not on stream, if I'm just kind of, you know, going at it on my own. So I guess if we divide that out, that's only like 16 words a minute. So that's not fast, but you know, there's thinking in there. It's more than just typing. Yeah, so something like that. I typically get about 200 words in these word sprints. Oh, Rev, you picked up Servant of Rage. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that, Rev. I hope you enjoy it, man. It's narrated by Tim Gerard Reynolds, who's a pretty big deal. I don't know. I still don't know how we convinced him to work with little old me. But no, I super appreciate that. Thank you, and thank you for following as well. That's sick, dude. Hey, welcome in. Appreciate you being here. Yo, let me finish out this last minute 20 of the word sprint, and be back to do Q&A, talk about books, writing, publishing, author life, anything. You just you drop it in chat, and we'll talk about it. All right, where's that timer at? 2 seconds. Look at that. Timed it pretty well. All right. So there goes that writing sprint. Hey, well done. If y'all were sprinting along with me, hey, please let me know how it went. I think that was an okay one for me. Let's see, 353 words. I think I had like, what, 174 coming into this, or 154 actually? Okay, so 199. That's pretty normal for me. Rune, 189 for you. Nice. We're dancing around. You were 10 up on me last time, and I was 10 up on you this time. That's pretty funny. 174 for you, Rafi. Hey, nothing wrong with that. That's a good sprint. That's solid addition there. Well done. Thanks for joining me, folks. You want to remind us what you're working on, Rafi? I know you're working on your I don't know. It's not really a memoir, right? Like, how would you categorize it? Ganja Mama, the way you type is diabolical. He uses their pointer on the spacebar. Yeah, I use my thumb on this. Well, no, I guess I do hit it. No, I use my thumb on the spacebar, but yeah, no, my typing style is absolutely insane. I never was taught to use the home row and type properly, so I just kind of figured it out as I went. Yeah, it's pretty ugly. Oh, a dreamoir, Rafi. That's a cool term. That's a good way to think about it. I like it. Hey, invent your own genre there, or your own version. I like it. So hey, yeah, welcome in, folks. Glad to have you. Happy Wednesday to you. If you're here for the first time, it's just our little cozy corner of the internet. We're here every weekday, 7 to 9 a.m. Central, and just like to kick off the day with some good vibes, a little bit of productivity. We do 5-minute writing sprints or creating sprints. You can create whatever you want during that time. Maybe you're working on an art piece. Maybe you're writing along with us. Could be making a grilled cheese sandwich, whatever it is. Please join along. And then at the end, we come back and we do this little chat session, Q&A for a little bit. So if y'all got any questions about art, writing, publishing, author life, anything like that, please let me know. Drop it in chat. We'll talk about it. Bert, you got 133 words, or 130 words. Very nice. Very nice. Are you? Is that for tomorrow's entry of Night Market? Let me know. But hey, 130, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. I got tripped up a little bit here at the end of my sprint because I was writing a paragraph and I realized it needs to come a little bit later in the story. I kind of skipped over one of my bullet points, so had to do a little indent. Let's see, we pull it up here. I had to do a little paragraph break right in there and go back a little bit with this part. This part will come here next, but it's a little bit of a revelation in the moment, and I got to it too soon. I was too excited to write it. Poison Apple says, what is the worst writer's block you've been through? Poison, I think the worst one I've been through was this book that I cared really deeply about, and I just couldn't get it on page the way I wanted it. Like, the story kept not feeling right. And I'm generally pretty good at pushing through when that's the case. But I don't know, I just kept trying, and I think this is a bad example, so don't follow my example on this. I rewrote the book 3 or 4 times, and I think I was I'd get to 1/3 of the way through, and then be it's not working, I gotta change something. And I was okay, well, I'm gonna rewrite it a little bit, but I can keep most of the writing. And I ended up with 4 different first drafts that were 1/3 of the way through. And I just got so deep in the tank of rewriting and changing and whatnot that I just couldn't keep up with the story anymore. It was a nightmare, and it was because I loved the story so much. I really wanted it to do well. I just kept going back at it, and finally I just had to cut the cord and be let me just get away from this story for a long time. So that was an interesting time, but I've finally kind of polished it up in the background. I know how to write it now. It's not slated for publishing anytime soon, but I'm working on it for fun. I think we got that sorted out. It's a nightmare though. Bert says, maybe today. I'm still fleshing out the idea. Might be multiple parts again. Okay, so the thing you're writing might be for today. Cool. Well, good. I wish you luck with it, man. Sprint along with us here, as you've been doing, and see if we can't get you there. Seth said, could you speak to how detailed your outline is? Can we see that? Yeah, Sarge, we could pull that up Seth, we could pull that up real quick. My plotting software that I use sometimes breaks my camera. I don't know why. So if I go out of focus, I'm going to try to keep an eye on that. It tends to just make me go out of focus every time I open it, which is a little weird. Hey, good morning, Jordan. Welcome in. Good to see you, bud. Happy Wednesday. Here we go. So let's pull it up. I'm trying to fit it in frame. This vertical orientation's a little bit rough. So I use Plotter, P-L-O-T-T-R, to outline and plot. And basically, I do a bullet point per chapter. And then I expand it out to maybe 2 to 3 sentences if I'm really thinking about it, but I try to just keep it to a nice bullet point per chapter. But this is the software I specifically use for it. And each of these is a chapter. And then the top is actually a day's timeline because it's relevant to this story. Normally I wouldn't mess with that. And you can see all the chapters, how they play out here. And each of these has got a little bit of notes and stuff in there for the chapters. So that's my software that I use for plotting. It's called Plotter, Plottr. But really, if you break it down, what I do is a bullet point per chapter. I'll put 3 bullet points, one for the beginning of the story, one for the middle, and one for the end. And I just write, where's the story at the beginning, where is it at the middle, and where is it at the end. And then, depending on how many chapters I want, if it's a novel, I'll have around 40 chapters. If it's a short story, I might have 2 to 5 chapters. For each chapter, I do a bullet point, and I just write very quickly, in one sentence, what happens, and how it advances the story closer to its end goal. And we just walk through it one bullet point at a time. I like that because it plans the book out ahead of time, but it allows me the creative freedom to pivot in the moment if I have a good idea come up, which all my best ideas come up in the moment, so I do a lot of pivoting like that. Sarge said, sometimes you imagine new stories as you work out the story you have in mind. Yeah, absolutely, Sarge. Yeah, that's creativity's weird like that, but sometimes that's how it goes. You know, you gotta get into that creative state to really get the ideas going. Obikyo, hey, thank you for following. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, buddy. Thanks for being here, and happy Wednesday to you. Happy to have you here. You asked, do you tend to have a few through lines for a story before you settle on one? Yeah, I tend to. I like to know where the story's going to end. That helps me kind of develop the through line. And I think it really manifests as like foreshadowing for me, in that like I know what's going to be relevant for the climax, like why the climax of the story will matter. So what I'll do is I'll seed in, as we progress, little ideas that tell the readers why it's important. So like you have to show them why the stakes matter. For instance, how much do I want to give away spoiler-wise? In this novella that we're working on, it's relevant to know how the people in the world think about their connection to their family ancestors. There is a physical object that they believe connects them to their family history, and to lose that is like a great punishment. They believe if you lose this physical object that connects you to your ancestors, when you die, you'll just wander the world forever as a ghost with no home, no afterlife, anything like that. So I've had to teach the readers that concept as the story progresses, so that when we get to the climax and there's the threat of losing that object, readers know why that's relevant. So I guess knowing where you're going to end tells you what through lines you need to maintain. Good question. Very good question. Very insightful. Sarge asked, have you ever seen the software called Obsidian? It graphs as you write or code stories. Sarge, I've seen a lot about Obsidian. I've never used it myself. Let me pull up my notes document here. And we'll make a note about it. I need to look into it more. A lot of folks have asked about it, but I've never used it myself, so I don't have any experience with it. Heard very good things though. A lot of good questions here, folks. Let me get through them all. Sorry if I'm a little bit behind. Marigold says, please send motivation writing a paper for schoolwork than working on my book. Hey, Marigold, the motivation is when you finish that paper, you get to move on to the real fun stuff for your book. But hey, no, we'll help you out here. We've already got 2 writing sprints down, so we're gonna get some more here in a minute. Aaron, you said, out of curiosity, how did you deal with rejections if you had any? I find it demotivating. Oh man, very real question. Very real. You know, I've had plenty of rejections in my career, and I think honestly, I mean, it hurts. You know, it's not fun to have an agent say no or a publisher pass on a book. I mean, literally, right here at the top middle, Wriggly Little Hands, my comedy fantasy that's coming out May 27th. I queried that one to agents before self-pubbing it, and I had like 5 agents get back to me on it that were like, this story's really good, it's publishing quality, I really like it, I don't know how to sell it. And they passed on it because they're just like, I don't know how I sell this book to a publisher. And that was one of the worst rejections I've gotten, because it's like, wait, you think it's good, you like the book, you think it's ready for publication, but you just don't know how to sell it, so you're going to pass. It's like, I don't know what else I can do. But folks have been really liking it that have read the advanced review copy, so that makes it easier. Anyway, that's a big tangent, Aaron, to say rejection is really rough. It's part of writing, unfortunately, and I think the way I try to get through it is just to get more stubborn the more rejections I get. Um, the more rejections I get, I'm just like, all right, well, I'm gonna prove you wrong then, and just kind of go from there. That's what works for me. I don't know if it'll work for you, but I hope so, man, because it's tough. It really is. Travis, good morning. I'm sorry I missed that, but hey, welcome in. Happy Wednesday to you. How you doing? Happy to have you here. Jacob, good morning. Thank you for re-upping the stream team. And y'all, I have been terrible today. Thank you to Megan Harding. Thank you to Megan. Thank you to Harpy. Thank you to Obikyo, Jacob, and Melissa Lee, all for re-upping on the stream team. I appreciate y'all, seriously. Rock on. Thank you for being here. Melissa said, hey, Alex, just popping in on my way to my kid's bus stop. Got another baby appointment today. 3 more weeks. 3 more weeks, Melissa? Y'all, fingers. Congratulations, Melissa. I hope everything goes well. And have a good appointment. Aaron, thank you for following. I appreciate that, man. We're here every weekday, 7 to 9 a.m. Central, doing this, writing sprints, and then answering Q&A about books and writing, author life, all that stuff. Speaking of, look at that. Schlurb, I think that's how I say it. Schluber? I'm going to call you Schluber. Said, what books do you write? Right here, man. Here's all my book ones. The top row is fantasy, and the bottom row is lit RPG and progression fantasy. Slightly different genres, but you can find them all on Amazon if any of them catch your eye, or you can go to authoralexknight.com and read about them. Thanks for asking. Aaron said, thanks for the words of advice. I'll have to give it a try. Getting more stubborn. Aaron, the good news is no rejection ever stops your career, right? It'll stop you from advancing. It'll stop you from advancing, but it won't. It doesn't mean you can't try again, right? Holy crap, Shloob, you've read Servant of Rage? Wow, dude. Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah. I'm the guy that wrote it. That's insane. How did you find it? Thank you for reading it too, by the way. I appreciate that. And Seth, you said, what does it mean that they don't know how to sell the book? Seth, that's exactly what they mean. What the agents mean by that is that once a literary agent picks you up, they're going to work with you on the book, and then they're going to submit it to an editor at a publisher. And the idea is you want to get publishers excited about it to buy the book and publish it. If an agent says they don't know how to sell a book, what they mean is they can't conceptualize the marketing strategy for the book once it's published, or they don't know how to sell it to an editor for a publisher to pick it up. One of your old high school teachers recommended it to you. That's insane, dude. That's so cool. Wow. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. And thank you for reading it. That's wild. What a crazy coincidence. But hey, welcome in. We're here every weekday, 7 to 9 a.m. Central, writing more books on stream, and then talking about publishing and books, writing. Any questions y'all got, please hit me with it. Travis said, do you hit your 20... Oh, I'm sorry. I wanted to say real quick before I take Travis's question. Shloob, if you enjoyed Servant of Rage, what we're writing now is Thief of Honor, which is going to be a free prequel novella to Servant of Rage. So once it's done, we're going to send it off, get it edited, and probably in a couple weeks here, it should be out in the world for free. Because, tying into Travis's question, yeah, Travis, we are hitting our 20,000 word goal today, which means we're going to be very close to the end of Thief of Honor. Thief of Honor is just a novella, so that means it's about a fifth the length of a book, but that's because it's just a little prequel story for Servant of Rage, so not a full-length book. But yeah, we're going to hit the end of it today, and then I'll have a couple editing sessions off stream, because can't really edit on stream, that's pretty rough. But yeah, we're going to hit that goal today. Shloob, you said you loved it, but you got to get into work now. Hey, well, thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Please feel free to drop it a review on Amazon. Doesn't have to be long, but just tell folks you enjoyed it. Helps me out hugely. But thanks so much, man. I appreciate you reading it, and I hope you have a good day at work. Thanks for being here. Good to see you. Good to meet you. Aloveall, let me know if I'm saying that right. Aloveall said, which book of yours has been the most successful commercially? And do you think that book is the best? Good question. Most successful commercially. That's probably between Warden down on the bottom right or Paragon on the bottom left. Here, let's get a live look on how their sales are doing. We pull up Paragon. Um, so Paragon is at 608 reviews right now with a 4.2 rating overall. So that's pretty good. It's a good number of reviews there. That one sold decently. Um, and let's look at Warden. So Warden's at 652 reviews with a 4.4 overall. So I guess that means Warden. I mean, reviews don't correlate directly to sales, but they're kind of a good correlation. It's a good 10% number. Like, um, if you have 600 reviews and you have 10 times that number of sales on average. So it looks like Warden's doing a little bit better. Neither of those is my favorite. I like them a lot, but honestly, my favorite right now is it's between Servant of Rage on the top left or the Far Wild on the top right. But they're gonna be dethroned instantly once Wriggly Little Hands launches in the top center. That's my new fantasy comedy. Comes out May 27th, and it has stolen my heart. So that'll be my new favorite, and I hope it's my most commercially successful because I want to do nothing but write more books like that in the future. A lot of great questions here, folks. Thank you. Travis said the covers look sick. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've been really lucky to work with incredible artists to make these covers, and they make my books look good, so I appreciate them. I saw one from Rafi. He said, what's the difference between fantasy and progression fantasy? Rafi, that's a great question. And Sarge, thank you for the congratulations. Yeah, those are my two books that have done well. All the others up here have not pulled numbers like that, so they're nowhere near that level. I think Rise to Glory is like 84 reviews. Far Wild's like sub 20. Servant of Rage is sub 20, but it's a little new, so you gotta give it some time. We're still looking for another big hit like that. But Rafi, you asked the difference between fantasy and progression fantasy. 4-6, hey, welcome in, buddy. Happy Wednesday to you. Glad to see you. Hope you're doing well. Rafi, the difference is progression fantasy grew out of lit RPG. So if you have fantasy over here, right? We all know fantasy. You have lit RPG over here. Lit RPG is basically books where people go into video games. It's a simple way to describe it, but the books will have actualized levels and spells that have like spell text, like D&D. The lit RPG is a fast evolving genre, and it's continued to grow closer and closer to fantasy, but it's maintained the idea that spells should have a strict definition of what they do, and there should be levels and whatnot. So progression fantasy is basically a fantasy book where the characters have a very rigid leveling system they go through, so you can quantify how they're getting stronger. If you've read Cradle, that's a good example of it. The Songs of Chaos series by Michael R. Miller is another good example of progression, sometimes called cultivation as well. Different names for a very, very similar subgenres. 4-6 says, yeah, 1K away from 20K. We are, my friend, we are. We will be hitting the word goal on the novella today. Exciting. And well, let's see, we're actually, you know what, let's do a live update. Because we started the day at a nice and even 19,000. But we've written 353 words today, so we can go ahead and say that's a 9.3K. Or actually, if we're rounding up to 9.4K. So there you go. We're closing in on that goal. Rune, 364 more now. Yes, that's absolutely right. There you go. That's just what I was saying. Very good. Y'all, you want to do another writing sprint? Get to that 20K goal. If you got questions, please drop them in chat. Been some real good questions today, so I appreciate y'all asking that. But Sarge, it's a good question. It really depends book to book. If we're talking about Servant of Rage, up here on the top left, the magic system in that is well, it's kind of spoilers to talk about where it comes from, because we kind of delve into that. But it really depends book to book. Every time you do a new world, a new fantasy, you kind of got to think about where does the magic come from, how is it defined. That's one of my favorite things about fantasy is you get to think about that each time. It's I find it very fun. It's a great question. So yeah, welcome in, folks. Happy Wednesday to you. We're just about to queue up another writing sprint here, so we're streaming in the art category today because I figured that really is more appropriate than chatting and interviewing, I think was the old category. So Yeah, we're in the art category today, so I guess we should probably get to making some art, putting some words on page. So if you want to sprint along with me, if you want to create along with me, hey, cue it up. Get ready to go here. We're going to start this timer here in about a minute and get some more words on page. Sarge, you said you're searching for time to read more books in life. Yeah, aren't we all, man? I hope you can find it. It's so nice to have good reading time where you just sit down with a book, crack it open, and just enjoy yourself, right? It's lovely to set aside time for that. 46 said, what program do you use to write? Like Docs or Marigold? You're asking the same. Y'all, I use Google Docs. Got it. It's here in the window. I'm literally just writing on right there. Just Google Docs through Google Drive. Free program. It works well enough for me, and it syncs between my computer and my Mac, so I can write on both. But hey, it's whatever works for you. You know, Scrivener is a great program. A lot of folks like that. You could just use Microsoft Word or Libre Open Office. Tons of great programs out there for it. Mainly, I use Google Drive, and Google Docs because it syncs between my Mac and my PC, which otherwise don't play well together. And I can just have my writing with me all the time. I can open it up on my phone if I need to. And I've definitely done editing, you know, sitting at the car repair shop or whatever. 46, how many chapters in this? Thief of Honor is a novella, so it's going to have about 9 to 10 chapters, because it's not a full-length book. But my full-length books typically have about 40. I try to stick to 40. Sometimes we go longer. And we are on chapter 9 today. So, yeah, we're very close to the end of the book. And speaking of, let's get to it, huh? Add some more words. So folks, welcome in. We're kicking off a writing sprint. Feel free to write along with me. Oh, right as I start it, my camera goes out of focus. Look at that. Little challenge here. Hold on 1 minute. We have the technology to fix it. Boom. There we go. And Nick Fry, hey, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you being here, man. Happy Wednesday. How you doing? We are just kicking off a writing sprint. Let me go ahead and restart the timer on that because I was fixing the camera. So we're going to do 5 minutes of focused writing, and if you've got anything you want to create, please create it along with me. And then at the end of it, we'll come back and we'll take Q&A about writing, books, publishing, any questions you got. Sloyd's asked, what's the word count for Servant of Rage? Sloyd's Servant of Rage is about 120,000 words, so it's a little bit longer than a typical novel. Fantasy tends to do that. Fantasy tends to run a bit longer. And you can compare that to, you know, the novella is only going to be 20,000, so yeah, much shorter. 46 said, my friend at school is a big writer, and he made a fanfic of Mario and Bowser having an affair. All right. Hey, look, it's all creativity, right? It's all practice. A lot of writers started writing out fanfic. Hey, nothing wrong with fanfic. It's all words on page, and it's all practice, so rock on. And speaking of, I'm going to put my own words on page, so let's get going here. JR, hey, welcome in. You're joining us right at the start of a writing sprint. Pretty appropriate. Hope your Wednesday's going good. Yo, I do not like the word occurred. I spell it wrong every time I write it. JR, yeah, it is going well today. I'm glad yours is going well. And yeah, we're kicking it off, rolling here. Leper, hey, welcome in, buddy. 46, you gotta run. Hey, have a good day, man. Thanks for popping by. Leper, the book is right here, Thief of Honor. It is a gritty fantasy heist story with some magic sprinkled in. And we're just about finishing up today. It's actually a novella. It's a prequel to one of my other books, and we're going to put it out for free. It's a prequel to Servant of Rage here on the top left. So yeah, thanks for asking. Thanks for stopping by. We're in the middle of a writing sprint right now, so I'm going to keep the timer going. Coach Kyle, hey, welcome in, buddy. Glad to see you. Thanks for stopping by. And thank you for the heart me. I appreciate you re-upping that stream team, keeping it fresh. We're in the middle of a writing sprint, so I'm going to keep that timer going. Oh, you're all good, 4-6. I appreciate you stopping by whenever you can, man. It's nice to have you. Freya, thank you for following. I appreciate that. Thanks for being here too. How you doing today? How's your Wednesday going? All right, let's get some words on page here. We're a little bit behind on word count. Oh, Megan, thank you for the tiny tiny. I appreciate that. Very kind of you. The best gift. Oh, well, thank you, Freya. I appreciate that. Very kind of you to pop by to check it out. I'll pull them up real quick. These are my book ones. You can find them all on Amazon if you put the title in, or you can read more about them at authoralexknight.com. The top row is fantasy. The bottom row is lit RPG and progression fantasy. So whatever genre. If you're into either of those genres, we got both. But yeah, if you got any questions about them, any covers catch your eye, please let me know. Happy to tell you what they're about. But yeah, thanks for asking and thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Hey, morning, Gio. Welcome in, buddy. How you doing today? Oh, Rune, thank you very much for the roses. That's super kind of you. I appreciate that. That's super cool. Never any pressure to gift y'all, but I appreciate that. You're waking up just now, Gio. Hey, rock on, man. Glad to have you here. Spork, you said I love seeing other authors. I'm currently chugging along on my first chapters too. Hey, congratulations, Spork. That's awesome. What genre are you writing in? Let us know. And hey, we got plenty of authors in chat here. We're writing along together. That's kind of what we do here. Weekdays, 7 to 9 a.m. Central. We're here, kicking the day off with a little bit of cozy vibes and a little bit of creativity. We do 5-minute writing sprints, then we come back and do a Q&A. We got 2 minutes left in this writing sprint, so I'm going to keep it rolling here. But if you want to stick around, you can work on your book with us if you'd be down for that. We got a couple folks in chat doing that right now. Ah, you're writing fantasy, Spork. Rock on. Super cool. That's look, that's my personal favorite genre. So I think you're on the right track there. You're tuning in from your full-time job. Hey, no worries. No worries. Hey, we're here every weekday, which probably doesn't work out for you too well if you're at your full-time job now. But hey, I upload all the VODs to YouTube at youtube.com/@authoralexknight. I put it in chat there. I'm still in the process of getting them uploaded, but we'll get them all up there. And then you can join along after the fact if you're not able to write during the live. But no pressure. You're also welcome just to hang out. Got a lot of folks doing that as well. So appreciate y'all being here. And we got a minute left on this sprint. So let me focus in, sprint out to the end of that minute. And please, if you got any questions, drop them in chat. We'll talk about it. Oh, thank you for the follow, Spork. Super kind of you. Appreciate that. Hey, Snow. Welcome in, buddy. Good to see you again. How's your Wednesday kicking off? Hope it's going good. Oh, it's a good day today. We're starting strong, having a good time. Alright, let's see. Where's that time at? Did we finish the sprint? We did. Okay. Cool. I got a lot of thoughts for the next one, so we're going to come in with some steam next time around. Hey, yes, no, we're here every weekday, 7 to 9 a.m. Central Time. Having a good old time, just kicking off the stream, talking with folks, creating, writing, getting some good vibes to start the day. So yeah. Rune, you got 206 words on that sprint. Very nice. I think I don't remember where I started on that one. I'm definitely lower though, because I was at like what 375 or something maybe. So 498. Let's just say it was 375. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I was like 100, 150 on that sprint. A little bit of a slow one, but no worries. Rune 206, JR 200. Very good, y'all. Very good. Hey, thanks for sprinting along with me. I'm glad you're making progress on your work, on your books. Rafi, 27 words. Hey, but you're doing plotting, so that's important too, right? That's all work. That counts. That counts. Sarge, you said earlier I get awful imposter syndrome. Reviews and meetings say my designs are better than most commercials. Oh, very cool. Very cool, Sarge. Yeah, don't listen to the imposter syndrome, man. We're our harshest critics. We like to pull ourselves apart. But don't listen to it. Just trust the creative process, trust that passion, have fun with it, and the rest will follow. That's really where it starts. Just trust in yourself and have fun. Snow, you said it's nice. I write my college essays while watching. Hey, rock on, Snow. That's awesome. I'm glad we can give you some good vibes to write with. Happy to have you here. Happy to have you writing along with us. What are you studying? What are you going to school for? Rune, you finally hit your flow. I love it. I love it. Glad to hear it. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't it just a good feeling when you hit that flow and you're like, ooh, now we're cooking? I think that's going to be me on the next sprint. I have like 3 disjointed ideas that I typed in here quickly because I didn't have time to elaborate on them at the end of that sprint. And they're all just kind of sitting there queued up for me to just go through them one at a time. So I don't know, could be a big sprint next time. I'm hoping for it. Y'all, hey, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you being here on this Wednesday. And if you want to pop back in on Friday, same time, same place, we're going to do something a little special. We're going to be doing our map making stream Friday. It's going to be the first one ever. But we've been talking about it a bit in chat and everybody seems excited. So, hey, this Friday, 7 to 9 a.m. Central, same time, same place, pop back in. And we're going to be making maps. It's all going to be about fantasy maps. Start of books, different media, whatever it is, we're going to talk about it, and then we're going to make one live on stream. So I think it's going to be fun. Please pop on back for that. Should be a good time. AJ, thank you for the tiny diny. Appreciate that. Oh yeah, I'm on the wrong camera. We gotta get the tiny diny arms going on. I love that gift. Super fun. Sarge says we're giving the right person views. Well, I appreciate y'all being here. I really do. When I started this, I fully expect to be sitting here writing on a stream by myself, and that's totally fine if that's what happens. But every day y'all tune in and keep the good vibes flowing. So I appreciate that. Thank you for being here, for real. It's a wonderful community. Couldn't be happier with it. Snow, you're studying marketing in college. Okay, sick. Hey, there's always work for marketing, right? Always somebody selling something. Got to get word out about, I don't know, stuff like your books. Marketing's tough. Marketing's tough. Oh boy, Snow with the big gift again. Well, thank you very much. Holy cow, 110 roses. My goodness. Thank you, Snow. Rune says, here we go again. Coach, test case, market Alex's books to the masses. Hey, I'm always looking for new ways to sell them, because, you know, it's hard to write a book, but, you know, it's hard to sell it, too. Hard to find that audience for, because there's a lot of good books out there in the world. There's a lot of good competition. So, you know, it's a hard thing, but I can't be mad about it, because as long as folks are picking up books they enjoy, that's what I'm going for, right? So, wow, Nikki Fats and Dr. Ferret, thank you for following. I appreciate that, y'all. Glad to have you here. How you doing on this Wednesday? We're rocking and rolling with the gifts coming in from Snow again. Snow, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I do. Super cool to have you here. Chris asked genre. Chris, we do mostly fantasy around here. Here's all of my book ones. A couple of these have sequels. But the top row is fantasy, and the bottom row is lit RPG and progression fantasy. So, yeah, if you're into either of those, please, you can find them on Amazon, or you can read all about them at authoralexknight.com. Sarge says, Alex, you should let people gift your books to the community. I'd buy some for everyone to read. Well, that's interesting, Sarge. I appreciate that. Be a cool idea. Kind of like gifting subs on Twitch, huh? That's interesting. I don't know. Do you know how I could do that? Like, I don't even know if that'd be possible. Y'all, quick break to say Rune and Snow, thank you very much for the gift war that's going on. I appreciate that, y'all. Thank you. Sick gifts too. I love those lightning bolts. Love the finger heart. Chris said, "What age group are you targeting? Young adult or just adult?" Chris, they're mostly adult. They're all relatively clean. I mean, we got some swearing and a little bit of violence in them. You know, it's fantasy. But Warden down here on the bottom right is a completed trilogy, and that one is more young adult. It's more young adult, but all of them should be young adult friendly. Servant of Rage might push it a little bit because it's a bit of a gritty fantasy. It gets a little intense at times, but shouldn't be anything crazy in there. So yeah. Thank you for asking, though. And again, thank you for the gifts, y'all. That's super nice. And all the likes and follows been popping off today, so thank you, y'all. Seriously, huge. Y'all, if you're new here, Gilded Goblin, hello. Welcome back, buddy. Good to see you again. How you doing on this Wednesday? Rafi said, what's the best setting you find to write in other than your desk? Ooh, Rafi, I love public libraries. I love going to different public libraries with my laptop and just picking a table in the corner and kind of hanging out, working on the books. I don't know. It's very nice. I really love the energy there. They're all different. They got different interior decorations and whatnot. My local one's super bright with big windows, but just down the street there's like an old stuffy one. So public libraries for sure. That's my hangout when I'm not at my desk. Oh wow, Chris, you read a lot, man. Rock on. I love to hear that. Getting lost in good books all the time. Thanks for stopping by, man. We're here every weekday, 7 to 9 a.m. Central. Just trying to start everybody's day with some good vibes and a little bit of creating. We're writing books on stream. I appreciate it. I'm next on the list. Hey, if you want to know about any of the covers, any of the books here, please let me know. I can give you the quick rundown of them if that helps you decide what to read next. But I appreciate you considering picking up one of mine. What we're working on right now is Thief of Honor. It's going to be a free prequel novella to Servant of Rage, my other book. And we're almost done with it. We're getting real close here. So that one's going to be released pretty soon. It's kind of a gritty fantasy heist story with a little bit of magic sprinkled in. Yeah, Alicia, libraries are the best, right? Sloyd's, hell yeah, libraries. Love it. Snow said, I want to read one of your books. What's a good one to start with? Snow, I mean, it depends on what you're into. If you're into fantasy, then Servant of Rage or The Far Wild are good places to start. The Far Wild is inspired by Jurassic Park, so it's more of a thriller, fantasy thriller. A lot of people trapped in dangerous wilderness, running from giant hungry beasts. Not quite dinosaurs, but pretty close. I like to describe that one as a fantasy thriller with big egos and bigger appetites. Servant of Rage is a little more gritty. It's more of a traditional kind of epic fantasy. It's got like Dragon Ball Z fight scenes and a Highlander magic system, and a sinister magic in there. Pretty good story too. That's a good place to start, I think. If you're more into like lit RPG or progression fantasy, then the bottom row's good for you. But yeah, let me know. If I had to pick one, I'd say start with Servant of Rage or The Far Wild. And I say that because Wriggly Little Hands in the middle, my fantasy comedy, is not out yet. But that's going to be the big one once it drops. I feel like that's the one that's going to change things. Well, thank you for asking, Snow. I appreciate that. I think I missed there it is. Gilded Goblin said, haven't been able to drop in, but I've been stalking the Discord when I can pop over. Hey, we appreciate that, Goblin. Thank you very much. And no worries. Hey, I'm always here, and if y'all can make it for the stream, love to have you. But no pressure. Never any pressure. We are always happy to see you here. And we're uploading the VODs to YouTube, so if you do miss a stream, YouTube channel is youtube.com/@authoralexknight. So we're going to get all the streams uploaded there so you can go watch them if you miss them live. Chris said an odd but good place to sell your books would be Ren fairs. Yeah, Chris, that's a cool idea. I think that'd work pretty well. Could be a good one. It's nice to sell in person too, see people face to face, and I can sign their book too as I sell it to them. Could be fun. Actually, speaking of, let's pop on over here. There is a book fair coming up here in Houston, so if y'all are in the greater Houston area, the Beyond the Covers book fair is coming up on May 9th at the Social Beer Garden in downtown Houston. I'll be there selling my books in person, and the proceeds benefit Be a Resource Houston, if I lean out of the way, which helps at-risk and CPS-affected children. So we'll be selling in person there. Speaking of, not quite a Ren fair, but a little bit of in-person book selling. Snow, you might start with Servant of Rage and then read the next one I'm working on now. Hey, rock on, Snow. I appreciate that. Hey, they're available in audiobook, ebook, and paperback, whatever format you like. And y'all, somehow we pulled Tim Gerard Reynolds, legendary audio narrator for Servant of Rage. He's most known for the Red Rising books. They call him the voice of the Reaper of Mars. Very good narrator. I don't know how we convinced him to do Servant of Rage, but we got him for it. So if you're into audiobooks, man, he rocked the audiobook. Zolan said, hi, what's your most used word beside the and etc.? Ooh, boy, that's a tough one. I'll tell you what, I can control, well, no, I couldn't pull up the stats right now. I don't know how to find it. Most used word, yeah, outside of the boring ones, right, like and stuff. I like the word clatter. I tend to use clatter a lot when describing things, and I have to edit out. So maybe it's clatter. We'll go with that one for now. I'm not entirely sure, though. I'll keep an eye on it. Raffi says Wriggly Little Hands would sell out at a Ren fair. That'd be sick. Yeah, I'd love to take it there. I think it'd be great for that. Azalan, you like that one? Yeah, I'll keep an eye on it though. I'll see if I can get you an answer on that. German, hey, good morning. Have a great day. Thank you. I appreciate that. Same to you, man. We're trying to kick it off with some good vibes on this beautiful Wednesday morning. Marigold, you finished your paper. Now you get to work on your book. Rock on. That's what I want to hear. You can join us in the Fantasy Words Friends. We're gonna queue up another one here in a minute. So yeah, if you're writing along with me, please get that pen or typing fingers ready. We're gonna queue up another one here. Sarge said, Alex, we can DM. Maybe people buy copies on Amazon directly and you distribute them. Yeah, Sarge. Well, there's a gifting system on Amazon. You can gift books to folks. I think you just need their Amazon email or something. There's not really an inbuilt system, but yeah, we could figure something out. It'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I gotta think about it. I'll think on that, Sarge. It's a cool idea. I'm thinking we could probably work something out in there. I like the idea though. I do like it. Geo says clatter's a solid word. I'm glad y'all like it. I overuse it. It's a good one. A rose, such a clatter, says Raffi. Yeah, what's that from? I recognize it. I don't remember what it's from though. No, Sarge, yeah, it's a good thought. I like it. I wish we could just do it like Twitch, where you gift subs. Um, I'm gonna think about it after stream though. See if we can't figure something out for that. I appreciate you bringing it up. Kooky, hey, good morning. Welcome in. Glad to have you. Hope your day's going good. Gilded said, I've been working on a horror light fanfic recently. Worm X Magnus Archives, just as some fun. Wow, that's a good combination there, Goblin. Hey, keep us updated on that. That sounds sick. I mean, that's two heavy hitters there. You're combining, so that could be really good. Koenig's Tiger, hey, thank you for following. I appreciate that, man. Thanks for being here. How you doing on this Wednesday? Glad to have you. I like your name, Koenig's Tiger. Koenig is king in German, right? I feel like that's a reference to like is that a German World War II tank or something like that? Edgar Allan Poe, Slendy, hey Slendy, good morning, good to see you. I didn't see you slip in. You quietly came in the back, huh? But yeah, Edgar Allan Poe, hey, that sounds right. JR says I have a really random publishing question. Please, JR, we take those. Hit me with them. Kooky said doing all right and a bit of pain for my wisdom tooth, but almost finished with wriggly little hands. Interesting. You get your wisdom teeth out. Oh wait. You're in pain from your wisdom tooth, so you might not have had it out yet. You're just in pain from it. I hope you remedy that. I hope they get it fixed soon for you. But I was thinking if you get them out, reading Wriggly Little Hands while loopy on pain meds would probably be a very fun experience. The book's already so goofy. Okay, yeah, so it's the King Tiger tank. Okay, I was thinking something like that, Koenigs. I took German for 6 years, so it makes a little bit of sense to me. I was just a bad student, so I'm not as good as I should be. Koenig is a brand of coffee. I think Keurig is. Maybe Koenig is too. Rafi said, is it censoring the word? We're all saying the name of the book it's from. I'm not seeing it, Rafi. Maybe it is. JR, you said you know where to get ISBN. Yes, thank you. Good question. Great question there. Oof. I gotta remember. ISBN US. There are only one sponsored seller of ISBNs in each country. And here we go. For the US, it's Boker. I'll put it in chat for you there, JR. Boker. They have the monopoly on ISBNs for the US, so if you need an ISBN for your book, you have to go through them to get it, really. It's a shame because they price it pretty nasty. But if you go through Amazon, if you publish first through Amazon, you will get a free ISBN for your paperback through Amazon and a free ASIN, the equivalent for an ebook for your ebooks. So if you go through Amazon, that's one of the perks. But if you want to go through a different source, you will need to buy your own ISBN and include it with the publishing information. Snow said, question, I got how do you know what to write next in your book? Do you have it all imagined? Snow, yeah, so I plan it out loosely. I do a bullet point outline, and I plan, the beginning of where the book starts, where it's at in the middle, and where it's at the end. And then I do a bullet point for each chapter, and just each chapter should advance the story towards the next goal. Maybe that's the midpoint, maybe that's the end point. So I basically have a list of bullet points for what to do in each for the story, and each bullet point's a chapter. And I loosely follow those, but I kind of pivot in the moment a lot, and so I follow along with that. It allows me to follow it, but it allows me to pivot. That's just how I plot. You can experiment with how to do it for yourself, because there's different ways. Some people plan everything ahead of time. Some people literally make it up as they go, and it's really just about what works best for you. Okay, Alicia, you got it through there. A rose such a clatterist from the poem "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." Okay, there we go. We got our answer, y'all. My lack of classic literature is showing right now. Aaron says, as an indie writer, how do you justify the cost of editors and cover artists? Hey, great question there, Aaron. So one of the tricks that I've found that works really well for me, and not all my books are self-published, so anything that's got the Portal Books logo, so you'll see like Rise to Glory, Warden, Servant of Rage, they're all through a small press, Portal Books, who I publish with. But Wriggly Little Hands, The Far Wild, those are self-pub. And so what I did for specifically Wriggly Little Hands is kind of when I stumbled on this idea. Write the book out of your own, edit it as best you can, and then what I did was I started submitting it to audio publishing companies to see if they'd be interested in the audio rights. Um, JR, the company is called Boker. They're in chat. If you search Boker ISBN, it'll come up. No worries. Um, whose question was this? This was Aaron. I wrote the book, I edited it myself, and then I submitted it to audio publishing companies, and I got a bite from a couple of them. But Sound Booth Theater is the one that I ended up going with, and what I did was I sold them the audio rights. They paid me in advance for it, and then I turned around and used that advance to hire a professional editor and hire the cover artist. Um, oh, is it? Boker's not coming through when I type it in. Interesting. What about with spaces? Like that. We'll just make sure we get it through here. I'll give a little bit of text, a little bit of circumnavigation there. Yeah. So sorry, Aaron. I'm trying to answer the question. I keep getting distracted. Bad train of thought for me. I sold the audiobook rights to an audio publishing company and then used the advance they gave me to pay a professional editor and cover artist. So that's one way you can make it a little bit cheaper to self-pub. Let's do that. Otherwise, you just, it's really important to have a good editor, and it's really important to have a good cover. Those are things that readers are going to see from your books right off the bat, so you really don't want to penny pinch on those. You want to make sure you get good ones for both of those. So sorry, long-winded answer there. Snow, thank you for the Jester Cat and the ice cream cone. I missed those. I'm sorry. I was deep in my question answering. And Dev, thank you for the roses. And Snow, again, for another rose. Thank you very much, y'all. I appreciate that. You're far too generous. I missed some questions here. Let me get back to them. Gilded Goblin said, have you seen any fanfics for one of your stories? I think it's a pretty good milestone for authors. Gilded, I haven't seen fanfics for my stories. I'm not that successful yet. I'm really a mid-list to small, low-list author. I'm relatively small. I would love to see it, though. I'd love to see it. We got some fan art from my books, thanks to Geo. So that was a first for me and very exciting. Yeah, Snow, please, if you have more questions about how to write books and stuff, ask away, because always happy to talk about it. We all have our own plotting style, though, for how we get it. Gilded Goblin says, inspiring writers to write about the world you made feels like an incredible step as a creator. Yeah, dude, I'd be so happy to have that. That's a milestone that I'm excited to hit one day. All right, I think we're mostly caught up. Let's see the most recent questions here. JR, you're very welcome. I hope that helps. I'm sorry in advance about their pricing. It is pretty rude. Aaron says it's a great idea. Thanks for the help. I didn't want to just publish without getting those two. Yeah, Aaron, you definitely want, well, you're very welcome, first of all. And you definitely want a good editor and a good cover artist. Super important there. But yeah, if you got more questions about the process, please ask away. We're here every weekday, 7 to 9 a.m. Central, and that's what we do, Goat, thank you again for the gifts. My goodness, dude. Thank you very much. Popping off. Thank you. I appreciate that. I love the heart puffs. Those are cool. Poison Apple Tea says, do you have a separate outline to keep track of extra details that happened in dialogue or such? Yeah, I do, Poison. Snow again, thank you. Snow, you just go at it, man. Thank you very much. Super cool. Gilded Goblin, you said you can't stick around. You got to pop out. Hey, that's all good, man. Thank you for popping in. It was nice to see you again. I hope you have a great day. And, hey, we'll catch up with you next time you're back. Always happy to have you. Cosmic, you love the book intro video, Bookhouse? Well, I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it because I got a lot more of those coming. I filmed for like an hour one day of just a bunch of stupid little skits with that thing. So stay tuned, man. There's more coming. And also, good morning, Cosmic. Good to see you. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're doing well. Poison, I haven't forgotten your question. I'll just thank Snow again for the more gifts. Thank you very much, Snow. You rock, dude. I appreciate that. Poison, I do have other notes documents that I keep for extra details. And they can get quite expansive, but I try not to make them too big because you can get lost in there, man. You're just feel like a monk, like a cowled monk, just deep in the archives somewhere, walking around in dark bookshelves by candlelight when I get too many notes, and I just disappear into there, and it distracts from the writing. So I try to keep them relatively slim, but I do have several other documents, one for characters, one for random history and lore, one for invented creatures, one for the magic system, all that stuff like that. So yeah, I do keep extra documents. Cosmic says, just have fun with it. Good morning to you too. Sorry I haven't been too active. Nah, Cosmic, you're good, man. Anytime you pop by, we're happy to have you. But y'all, there's never any expectation of being here. I am honored every day that you tune in. So thank you very much. Y'all, we need to get a little writing sprint going. We've had a great chat session there. I appreciate the questions. Really good questions from everybody. Thank you for that. I love answering your questions about publishing. But we are a writing stream as well, so we should get to writing. Sloyd said, I've definitely had a section of notes just become a chapter on its own. That's cool, man. I love that. It's doing the writing for you, right? So I'll try to take these last 2 questions and we'll do our writing sprint. So y'all, if you're going to join me on this writing sprint, if you got something you want to create, something you want to write, you can do it along with us here on these next 5 minutes. I'll let you know when the timer starts and we'll go off to the races. And good luck to everybody. But let me answer these last 2 questions. Snow, yes, we are closing in on that 20K, 19.5K. We might. Today we're going to hit the 20K mark, so it'll be a big day, y'all. Geo asked, if a character ends up dying in a book, do you just mark their character file with a big red X? You know, Geo, so far I've had a tombstone sticker says poison. I mean, I haven't before. Maybe I should now. It'd be very funny. Just a little tombstone emoji in the file name. All right, Esther, we saw it the first time. You don't have to keep spamming it, but I hope you're having a good day. We're happy to have you, but please don't spam the chat. Geo, I leave their character file open, you know. I'll just leave it there. I might write down, you know, when they died, but it's stuff like that's often hard to forget. So I don't really need the note, but yeah, put it in there. And then JR, you said, do you edit while you write or just write everything down? JR, I edit as I write for the most part. I do come back and do a pass afterward, but my first pass copy is pretty clean. I do kind of edit as I go. Just don't let the editing as you write slow you down from making progress. And really, y'all, that's kind of the idea behind these word sprints. It's 5 minutes, and you just write during it. Just get those words on page. So that's kind of where the writing sprint idea came from. Which, speaking of, hey, welcome in everybody. We've had a ton of new folks come in today, so thank you very much for that. Anna Hazel, I write on Google Docs and Google Drive. Nothing too fancy here. But I also use Plotter, Plottr, for my plotting. What about you? You got author in the name, so what genre do you write and what software do you use? And thanks for being here. Folks, a lot of new people coming in today, so first of all, thank you. Happy to have you here. Happy Wednesday to you. We're here every weekday, 7 to 9 a.m. Central Time, and basically what we do is we do 5-minute writing and creativity sprints. I'm writing my next book live on stream. That's this one right here. And a lot of folks in chat are working on their own books, their own stories as well. But during these writing sprint, you don't have to just write. If you got to create anything you want to create, art. Geo does art. Poison Apple Tea's done art. Rafi does music. So whatever it is, for the next 5 minutes, we're going to work on it. And then at the end, we'll circle back. We'll talk about how it went. And then I'll continue Q&A about books, writing, publishing. Any questions y'all got, please hit me with it. We'll talk about it. Hey, Senior Goat Man, good to see you, buddy. Welcome in. Yeah, we're kind of popping off today, having a little bit of fun with it. So I'm pretty stoked about that. Thank you to everybody that's giving us a shot. Good to see you, Senior Goat Man. Hope you're doing well today, man. Anna Hazel said I use Dabble, just started using it and really love it for organization. I write romances mostly. Okay, sick. I've not heard of Dabble, Anna. Let me write that down so I can look into it. Always got to stay abreast of new software. Oh, okay, Leisha, had you mentioned it to me before? The name is kind of ringing a bell now in the back of my head. I need to look into it more. You posted it in the server, Alicia. That's where it is. Okay. Yeah, I bet you. Let me go to their website. I bet you that's gonna bring it right up for me. Yep. Okay. I've looked into this before, so I have heard of it. I just didn't remember as well. All right. Well, we're trying to get a writing sprint going here, but a lot of folks posting in chat, so I appreciate that, folks. Anna, good luck with the romances. It's a good genre to be in. It really is. I envy the romance genre for their passionate and excited readers. Okay, folks. Well, hey, welcome in. Thanks for being here. We're going to kick off a writing sprint. So, timer is running, and we're going to pop over there and start writing. If you got something you want to work on, please work along with me. Um, oh, thank you, Anna. That's super kind. Y'all, if you're having a good time, please like and follow the stream. Love to have you. Love to see you more frequently. We're here every weekday, 7 to 9 a.m. Central. And hey, Manchi, welcome in, buddy. I did see your message. I meant to say hello. But all right, timer's running. I got to get some words going. So let's get into that. And then, y'all, if you got questions, drop it in chat, and we'll talk about it when we finish this writing sprint. Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Anna. Appreciate that. I'm gonna check out your profile after this. I always love to look in on other authors, see what they're doing, keep a little follow network going, cause you know, rising tides lift all ships. Let's write some books and sell some books, huh? I told y'all this is gonna be we're gonna pop off on this next sprint. I had so many ideas queued up that I didn't finish on the last one, and whew, they're rolling. Let's keep it going. But hey, thanks for popping in, everybody. I'm glad to see y'all on this lovely Wednesday. You didn't just see me delete a word. The word count didn't go down. You didn't see anything. Hey, thank you for sharing the live. I appreciate all the likes, the shares, the follows. Y'all are enthusiastic today. Thank you very much. I love it. It's good. It's a good energy. Snow, yes, Geo is a streamer. He does art streaming on Twitch, and he is a good artist. My good lord, Geo is insane. Alright, we're going to underline this paragraph because I'm not sure it goes in that section. It might need to be moved later on. Alright, one more minute, folks. Let's, if you're sprinting along with me, finish strong. I'm going to try to get some more words in here. All right, I think that's probably time. Let's check. Yep, timer's done. Okay. All right, another sprint in the books. Folks, if you were writing along with me, how did that sprint go for you? It's a pretty good one for me. It was a pretty good one. I'm not too mad about it. Or up to 591 words, so not my best sprint ever. But hey, we're having a great time with chat today. Appreciate everybody asking questions and posting in chat. So thank you very much. And now that the sprint's done, let me catch up with y'all. Olivia Tucker, author. Hey, thanks for being here and thank you for the follow. Super appreciate that. I'll check out your profile after stream. I always go, everybody that follows during stream, I always go give you a look, especially if they're authors, because I want to see what my fellow authors are up to. And you like the keyboard? Oh, sick. Here, I get enough questions about it that I keep it copy pasted. So if you like the keyboard, that's what you can put into Amazon to find it. It's been a good keyboard for me. I'm a fan of it. Let's see, what else did I miss? I saw a lot going on over there. Aaron asked, without having an author website or cover art, how would one get a following before publishing? Yeah, Aaron, it's a tough one. That is a good question. Oh, and Snow, thank you for the gift, by the way. I think I missed one from you, but thank you for the new heart puff. You are insane, my friend. Thank you very much. You are way too kind. Gio, you made some fan art? Oh man. Please, is it in the art share channel in the Discord? I'll go show it off on stream, man. Thank you for that. Aaron, I will get to your question. I'm sorry I got distracted, but I will answer it in just one moment. There you go. Anna's got a good answer there too. You can make a free starter website with Weebly. Good place to start. Yeah, Bookstagram, J.R. Stewart saying that's another good place. No, Aaron, it's a good question. I appreciate you asking it. Y'all, I'm just going to shout out real quick. We have a Discord community for everybody that likes to hang out on stream so we can keep the fun going when I'm not live. I just posted it there in the chat, so please swing on by the Discord if you want. We do a lot of fun stuff. It's got a writing sprint channel. Peyton, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. Happy Wednesday. But it's got a writing sprint channel. It's got an art share channel. There's a lot of talented artists that hang out here, and they share their awesome art there. So if you're interested, please check out the Discord. I'm going to be popping over there in just a minute because, yes, Gio did share what he made in Discord, so we're going to show that off here in a moment. Let me just finish with answering Aaron's excellent question. Aaron, it's really about being involved in spaces where your readers are. I think that's the best thing you can do. That could be writing short stories and posting them online for free in places where readers are, places like Royal Road or Wattpad. It could be being on social media like Instagram. Aliva, sorry, I'll answer that in just a second too. Aaron, it's do what works for you. You need to, the most important thing is be passionate about the way that you are, the places where you are and the way you're talking to your readers. So for instance, like I've done social media for a long time and I'm just terrible at it, man. I'm really bad. The live streaming was something new to me and I love it. I have so much fun with it. And that's why I've been able to do it every day for a month now. We have not missed a day. And it's been an absolute joy. It works for me and I'm passionate about it and I'm getting the best growth I've ever had as an author from it. So first of all, thank you to everybody for that. But second of all, it shows that you got to be passionate about the way that you are essentially marketing to your readers. So it could be Instagram, it could be definitely get a website going and some information about you and what you're going to be writing. But realistically, just be in spaces where your readers are and make sure it's a space that you have fun in. Snow, there were a couple more gifts there I didn't thank you for. Thank you for the new Jester Cat and another heart puff. You're all too kind. I appreciate it, though. Thank you, Snow. Olivia, yeah, you can't click the link yet. I'm sorry about that. I don't have enough followers yet to put links in my bio. But if you go to my profile, I have a link tree in there. You can copy that, and if you paste it into your web browser, it'll pull up all the information. The Discord's in there and everything. Okay, you typed it in. Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you very much. Sorry to make you go through the extra effort, but we'd be glad to have you there. Aaron, thank you for the heart me, re-upping that stream team. Peyton, thank you for the tiny dimey. Appreciate that. Y'all, when I started the stream, my tiny tiny arms were more noticeable. I think I had a little less like shoulder, a little less like right here. So I'm gonna go back to that because I want my tiny tiny arms back. Those were a lot of fun. Okay, so Gio, you said you made fan art, my dude. Oh, we're speaking of the Discord. Let me show it off. To Geo, thank you as always for the fan art. Um, Also, y'all, here's what I was just writing. Sometimes folks ask me if I'm actually writing. I am. Here's what we're working on. But let me pull up what Geo made. Geo, what have you made? Um, y'all, I always invite you to create along with me, and Geo is often sketching. I love it, Geo. Let me get this centered on screen. There we go. Geo with the Sinizio fan art. That mustache could only belong to Sinizio. I love it, Geo. That's incredible. Thank you very much. I'm making a note. That's gonna go in the favorites folder because that's incredible. Um, right, Aaron? Isn't that amazing? Geo, you rock, dude. Thank you for being here and for creating art. Enjoying the good vibes of the stream and continuing it on. Y'all, if you don't know, I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up for a zoom in so we can really see it in detail. We can show you who Geo was drawing here. This is Senecio, Suleiman Nicolau. He is the main character of The Far Wild, one of my books, and boy, he's a handful. He's described as the Empire's most successful, or most beloved adventurer, or perhaps most successful con man. One of the two. I'll leave it up for you all to decide exactly what he is. And I'm trying to find the cover art and doing a bad job of that. Here we go. Now I can pull it up for you. You did a really good job on this, Geo. That's pretty spot on to Senecio. So let's pull him up here and zoom in so y'all can see nice and clear. Yeah, that's pretty spot on, man. That's pretty spot on. I wish I could get them both on. That'd be sick. I love it, Geo. Thank you, dude. Super fun. Absolutely awesome. Way too cool. So yeah, that's some of the fun stuff we do in Discord because of this awesome community. So thank y'all for that. You Geoified him. Yes, you did, but I dig it, man. It's super cool. Aaron, you gotta run. No worries, dude. Please come back anytime and ask any questions you got. We're more than happy to chat. It's a pleasure to meet you, man. I hope you have a good day. Manchu asked a question. Said, if we were in the world of Paragon, Alex would be an A tier just off your writing skills. Man, that'd be sick. I hope so. Being an A tier in that world is it's a good thing. Y'all, if you're new around here, hey, welcome in. Thank you for being here. We're here every weekday, 7 to 9 a.m. Central Time, doing this. We chat about books, writing, publishing. I answer your questions about author life, all that good stuff. So any questions you got, please ask. And then in between, we do writing sprints. We put 5 minutes on the clock, and I write my next book live on stream, and I invite you to create along with me. What I'm writing right now is Thief of Honor. It is a gritty fantasy heist story, and it's a prequel novella that I'm going to be putting out for free once it's done. And it is a prequel to Servant of Rage here on the top left, my book that launched a couple weeks ago. So y'all, if you don't know me, I'm Alex Knight. I've been writing full-time since 2018, and these are all my books, all my book ones at least. Some of these have sequels, and you can check them all out on Amazon or authoralexknight.com. They're available in ebook, audiobook, and paperback. If anything catches your eye, please give it a try or let me know. A lot of folks ask how they can support me. Do I have a Patreon, stuff like that? And y'all, I don't have any of that stuff. I got my books on Amazon, so no pressure. Y'all being here and interacting, having a good time is more than enough for me. But if you want to pick up a book, give it a try. I'd appreciate it. So thank you very much for being here, everyone. And thanks for a great stream. We've been rocking and rolling today. So I think we're due for another word sprint. So let's go ahead and say I'm gonna say 2-minute countdown. We're gonna get ready for another writing sprint. So if you want to create along with me, get your pen, get your Word document open, and we're gonna be kicking it off here in about 2 minutes. Until then, Zero, thank you for following, man. I appreciate that. Thanks for being here, and happy Wednesday to you. How you doing? Very glad to have you. More words, says Rune. More words indeed. We gotta. It's been a slow writing day for me because chat's been having such a good time, but y'all, I dig it. I'm here for it. Manchu, I'm so glad you're enjoying your time with Paragon. Thank you very much for saying that. Manchu is talking about down here at the bottom left, the Paragon series. I got the wonderful opportunity to co-write it with my good friend and author, Luke Chimlenko. So we're writing that one together. Books 1 through 3 are out. Book 4 is written and is with audio narrator, and book 5 I'll be writing on stream here in a couple weeks. Oh, a couple days, honestly. We're coming up on it. Kooky, you're heading out? No worries. Thank you for being here. I hope the wisdom tooth pain isn't too bad. I hope it gives you some relief, some reprieve. But thank you for dropping in, and hope you have a good rest of your day. We'll catch you next time. Folks, if you got any last questions you want to throw up before the writing sprint, please go for it. But otherwise, I'm going to get these fingers all stretched out, shake them out, get the blood flowing. About time for another sprint. Get a good stretch in. I know we got a couple folks going to be creating along with us here, so hey, let's get over there. Writing sprint, 5 minutes on the clock. Y'all, good luck. Timer's running. Let's see how it goes. And in the meantime, if you got questions about anything, drop them in chat. We'll talk about it. Talk about it once the sprint's done. That's what I got to stick to. Oh man, you're very welcome. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. I do my best to make it a cozy, fun place to be, but y'all, the community really brings it home. So I appreciate y'all. Alright, how's our timer doing? 2 minutes, 45 seconds. Okay. Add some more words in here. Y'all, for sprinting along with me, good luck. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left. Let's get there. Then we'll come back for Q&A, so if you got questions, drop them in chat. We'll talk about it. Anything about books, writing, publishing. Open to everything. Sorry, unaspiring writer. That's a pretty funny name. I don't like to call it out when people join, but that's a very funny name. Happy Means, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you being here. Hope your Wednesday's going good. Y'all, thanks for tuning in. We're just, we're in the middle of we're finishing up a writing sprint. So, another 2 minutes here, and I'll be back to talk about, we'll answer your questions about books, writing, publishing, the author industry, anything like that. You let me know. We'll talk about it. So if you got questions, drop them in chat. I'll finish my writing sprint here, and we'll talk about it. Marginal Enthusiast, thank you for the roses, and welcome back. Happy Wednesday to you, my friend. Good to see you. Good to see you, Marginal. How you doing? How's your Wednesday kicking off? We're having a good one here. It's been a good stream. A lot of engagement. I'm loving it. And the word count's lower because chat's been popping off so much. It's been fun though. A lot of good questions today. Been happy to answer them. Hey, great question, unaspiring. I love it. Give me 58 seconds here to finish this writing and we'll talk about it. Love that question though. All right, how's that timer? 15 seconds left. Okay, I'm at a decent stopping point there, so we're going to, I'll end my sprint there and come talk to chat for a minute, because a lot of great questions, y'all. I appreciate that. If you were doing your own sprint, and you're sprinting along with us, 2, 1, 0, there it goes. Report how it did. Let me know. I think I picked up about 220 words on that, so not my greatest one, but I think that's, maybe it was a bit less. I think it was less. I don't have the number where I started at, but it wasn't the best sprint for me. But that's because there was a lot of great questions, and I'd love to answer those. Rune, 202 words, very nice. Leisha, 105, good stuff, y'all. Nice and consistent. Good stuff, sprinting along. I appreciate that. All right, let's see. Unaspiring writer with a great question said, where is it? I was curious as to what your process is. Like, how do you find the time to write and plan everything? I have nearly 30 pages, and it has taken me months between work and life. Well, you're spot on there, my friend. It is very hard between work and life, to find the time to write. I'm very lucky that I get to do this full time now. I've been writing since 2018. Here's some of my books. So I do get to do it full time now, so that makes things a lot easier. But before that, before I was published and everything, I had a full-time job. And so what I did, what worked for me, is I would go to work, and then I would leave work, pick up food on the way home, eat it as I was driving, go home, change, and then I'd go to the local university library because they were open late, and I would write from like 7 p.m. till about midnight, 1 a.m., something like that. And it was just kind of like, what I was most excited to do each day. So I just spent a lot of weekdays, probably Monday to Thursday I was there, and sometimes on the weekends. So it's really just about finding the time in your schedule. But unaspiring, this might help you out a little bit. Don't kick off with novels right away. Novels take a long time to write. It's a lot of work. You can learn the same lessons and get the same practice by writing short stories. They're much shorter, 2 to 10,000 words, maybe 1 to 5 chapters. And you can submit them to free short story contests like Writers of the Future. That's a great contest. Any reputable short story contest will be free, and you'll get feedback on your submission. So I always tell people, write short stories first. It's perfect practice for novel writing, but they're quicker. You can submit in a contest, and you can build a bit of acclaim and interest if you start placing well in contests. So start there. It'll be easier. It'll take less time, and it's great practice. Marginal Enthusiast, you said, is there an extension to a 3-hour stream in the future? Oof, that'd be a lot of time. Marginal, when my work slows down a little bit, we might be able to do that. When I kicked off streaming, we did like 2:45, 3 hours. Right now, I am launching Wriggly Little Hands coming up and writing Paragon 5 and this novella all at the same time, and it's too much. I shouldn't be doing it all at once. So my days are crowded. But once that's done, once Wriggly Little Hands is launched, I think we'll have more time to just kind of be a little more free flowing with it. Alyssa, hey, welcome in. Glad to see you. Happy Wednesday. How you doing today? Hope your week's going good. Leisha, you have 9,909 words in your story. Rock on. It's good progress. Very good progress. Snow, how many pages is your book usually? Snow, good question. My books are generally between 300 and 400 paperback pages, but we tend not to measure things in pages too much because it's a fluid format, right? Like a paperback pages to hardback pages change. Ebook pages are completely separate. So we typically do word count, and so my books are typically around 100,000 words. It's a good metric to think 100,000 words is about 350 paperback pages. So that's about the standard length of a fantasy novel. They go longer and shorter, but that's pretty standard. Brian says, when can we expect the book? Hey, Brian, welcome in, buddy. Appreciate you asking. The book we're working on right now is Thief of Honor. It's a gritty fantasy heist story with a little bit of magic sprinkled in. And we're taking a little bit of a divergence from our usual book writing for a novella. So Thief of Honor is actually about a fifth the length of a full novel. And it's going to be a free prequel that I throw out in there, and y'all can have it for free. Because it's a prequel to Servant of Rage here on the top left, which is my book that I launched most recently. It's a gritty fantasy with like Dragon Ball Z fight scenes, a Highlander magic system, and it's all put into a Genghis Khan inspired world. So yeah, that's kind of what we're working on. We're gonna finish up the novella very soon here. Maybe today. We're running up against the clock, and I haven't hit my word goal yet. But tomorrow, then I guess we're gonna really put the novella across the finish line. But yeah, no, it's been fun. Thanks for asking, Brian. I see some more great questions in chat here. Y'all, just a shout out to chat in general. So many good questions today. I really appreciate that. Super fun. I love talking about it. So if you have questions about publishing, books, writing, author life, anything, the industry, let me know. Rune, you said, so I have found a love for injecting just intense primal forces right into dystopian nonsense. Passion grows. Interesting. Tell me more about that. That sounds fun. I know the story you're working on. You shared it in the Discord, which I appreciate that. It was fun for a little sneak peek looking in there. So I can see how that would work in. That's pretty cool. Unaspiring writer, you said, I'll see if I can get starting on a short story within the same universe as a novel. Yeah, rock on, Unaspiring. If you got any questions as you do that, please let me know. Short stories are just the best. I love them. And I'll put it in chat for you. Writers of the Future is a great free contest you can enter to submit your short story. It runs quarterly. It's free to enter, as all reputable contests are, and you'll get professional judges, industry professionals judging the contest. Great way to practice writing. That's where I spent a lot of my time before I started doing novels. Highly recommend it. So yeah, good luck with that, man. Manchu says, what is the process like to have audiobook version made? Manchu, great question. Typically, I'm not too involved with the audiobook creation process. That's how most authors are. Most of them, what we do is we work with an audiobook company, and we send them the manuscript, we send them a pronunciation guide, and any relevant notes, and then they audition narrators, we help pick a final narrator, and then you kind of just let the audiobook company go off and do their thing, and they record it, they edit it, they put it all together. That's how most authors do it. Some are more involved in the narration, but to me personally, it's been better just to sell the audio rights, work hand in hand with the audio company, and they produce the book, and then they kind of go off on their own, and then come back one day and they're like, boom, here's an audiobook for you. And then you review it and you make sure you're okay with everything. But so far it's been very easy. Unaspiring, thank you for following. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. We're here every weekday, 7 to 9 a.m. Central, doing the same thing. Oh, Snow, I did miss that question. I'm so sorry. You said, do you have a playlist for your music? Oh, the music that plays on stream. I don't have a playlist for it, but here, let me copy paste this in for you, Snow. I'm glad you like the songs. They are, just copying this from my outro. Make sure it's in there. There we go. Okay, hopefully it won't censor the website, but I'll type it in again if it does. Incompetech.com. So the playlist is 4 songs from Kevin MacLeod of Incompetech.com. They're songs you can use with Creative Commons, and the songs are specifically Farm, Manor, Cottages, and Northern Glade. That's most of my background music, and then the last one is a song that Raffi made. Our chat member Raffi made it just for the stream. So thank you, Raffi. That one is called Midnight at the Round Table. Synth asked, what's the book about? Hey, Synth, welcome in, buddy. Thanks for asking. The book we're working on right now is Thief of Honor here. It is a gritty fantasy heist story with a little bit of magic sprinkled in. And it's a prequel. It's a prequel novella to Servant of Rage up here on the top left, which is another gritty fantasy of mine. It's got like Dragon Ball Z fight scenes, Highlander magic system. It's a lot of fun. But anyway, hey, thanks for jumping in, everybody. If you're new around here, I'm author Alex Knight. These are my books. You can find them on Amazon, an ebook, paperback, and audiobook. Or you can go to my website, authoralexknight.com, to read a bit more about them. If any of them catch your attention, catch your eye, please ask a question about them. I'll tell you what they're about. But otherwise, hey, thanks for being here, folks. Let me catch up on chat. Some good questions. Alicia, you said I got The Far Wild and Servant of Rage on ebook. Gonna read them on my vacation. Alicia, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I hope you enjoy them. Please let me know what you think. I know you'll probably be off grid because you're going on a cruise. But I hope you enjoy them, and thank you for giving them a try. That's absolutely awesome of you. I really appreciate that. Rich, hey, good to see you, buddy. Happy Wednesday. Welcome in, my guy. How have you been? How's it going? The podcast going well? Um, Manchu says the music gives you Terraria vibes. Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for. Kind of like fun, cozy video game, you know? Um, yes, no, it's great for writing. It's really good for writing. Once again, that's Kevin McLeod of Incompetech.com. He's got a ton of music on there, but the 4 songs that I picked are right here. I'll put it in chat again. Hey, great questions here. Thank you, everybody. Let's get to them all. Goblin Ninja. Hey, welcome in, buddy. Cool name. I dig that. I think Synth does too. How did you get your books published? Hey, great question. So if we go over to my book screen, these are all my book ones. If you see a little, it's probably hard to see on stream, but a little logo at the bottom left corner of the book, that's the Portal Books logo. Those are books that I published with a small press, Portal Books. Servant of Rage, Rise to Glory, and Warden are published through them. The Far Wild and Wriggly Little Hands were self-pubbed, and I'm co-writing the Paragon series in the bottom left with my good friend and fellow author Luke Chemlenko. So basically, in answer to your question, most of my books are small press publication, and then a couple are self-pub. But if you have any more questions about how to get published and whatnot, please, any more specific ones, ask me. Happy to talk about it. You could also do traditional publishing as another route. So I'm pretty knowledgeable on each of those. So if you got something you want to ask about it, hey, hit me. Paul, hey, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. I am having a great day. You know, chat's really popping off. A lot of new folks coming in today. A lot of likes and follows on the stream. So we're rocking and rolling. How about you, man? How's your Wednesday going? It's good to see you again. Rich, you said I'm doing good. Show's going well. Joel should be reading Servant of Rage now, and I have an audio audition here at 12. Yo, Rich, good luck, man. Good luck with the audition. I hope it goes well. Yo, Rich runs a podcast called Chat and Stats. Lovely podcast if you're into lit RPG or kind of fantasy in general these days. But he's also working on becoming an audio narrator, and I'm a big fan of Rich's. I'm pulling for him. So, yo, we'll send some good luck Rich's way for his audition. And thank you for Joel reading Servant of Rage. I appreciate that. I hope he's having a good time with it. Oh, you're right, Aaron. Rise to Glory. Sorry, in regards to publishing, my book down here, bottom middle, Rise to Glory, was originally an Audible original. So I worked with Audible UK, and they commissioned that book from me. So it was actually an audiobook before it was a paperback. Paul Hare says, when you say self-published, do you hire your own printer? That must cost a fortune. Paul, no, I don't hire my own printer. I self-publish through Amazon and Ingram Spark. Amazon is free to self-publish through. You can do ebooks and paperbacks through them. And then Ingram Spark does paperbacks, and I use them for different types of books, like Wriggly Little Hands. The paperback will be done through Ingram Spark, but they're all free to publish through. They just take a cut of the proceeds when you sell a book. So like Amazon will split the royalties with me. They get 30%, I get 70%. And then they publish on demand. So as an order comes in, sorry, I'm getting the hiccups. When an order comes in, they will publish the book then and there and ship it to the person. It's a nice little system. Unaspiring asked, who was the author who really pushed you into becoming a writer? Was there anyone in particular? Oh man, I loved Joe Abercrombie back in the day. I still love Joe Abercrombie. His gritty fantasies, I just can't get enough of them. Shout out to Joe. He's got a new book called The Devils coming out here in a month or so. Looks incredible. I cannot wait to read it. But Joe was a big inspiration for me early on. And I actually got to meet him at a book signing. And I had him sign one of my books, Shut Up and Write, in huge text right on the first page, because back then I was kind of having trouble staying consistent and whatnot, and I was just like, look, I think if you put this in the book and I look at it every day, it's gonna get me. It's gonna get me there. So he did that for me, and you know what? It did get me there. So shout out to Abercrombie. I love his stuff. Joe Abercrombie, y'all look him up. If you're into gritty fantasy, he's the master of it. Yeah, Paul, Amazon does that. It's super cool of them. I mean, they make a ton of money off of it, so they're not doing it out of the kindness of their own heart, but it also allows authors like me to get my books out to y'all. Rich, yeah, let me know how it goes, dude. Fingers crossed for you. Poison, you wanted to try doing audio narration, but it's low-key seems scary. It's kind of hard, Poison. I don't know too much about it. It is hard to break into, but it can be done. If it's something you're interested in, please chase it. If you're seriously thinking about it, feel free to DM me. I got a couple narrators I could put you in contact with that might be able to better speak about the process, because I personally don't know too much about how to get into it. But it seems like it's a lot of fun. Jermaine Keogh, hey, welcome in, man. Happy Wednesday to you. How you doing? You said, how do you write something original? I find it hard for my influences not to take over. Jermaine, I love this question. This is like my favorite question because I find that beginning authors struggle with it a lot. And my answer to it is every book has already been written. Every story in the world has already been told, but not by you. Your voice is what makes it unique. The way that you see the world, the way that you process things, like that's what makes a story unique. So don't let the influences, don't let that bother you. Just write a book that you're excited about, that you'd want to read. And don't worry about it being original. As long as it's not, directly copying stuff from other published authors, that's fine. Everybody's inspired by stuff they read and watch, and it all plays into our larger, creative conscious. And that's where we draw, that's the well that we draw inspiration from. So it's totally fine to be inspired by other folks and use elements that you like, that they, inspired in you. What's going to make it unique is your voice. So trust your inner voice. Write the way that makes sense to you, that you find fascinating, because that's going to be your most unique aspect as an author, and it's your most powerful tool. So yeah, really just write what's fun to you and trust your inner voice and develop it. That's the best thing I can say. But great question, and please, if you have more, let me know. We're running a bit long today, but a lot of great questions, so as long as we got questions, I'll keep chatting with y'all. Unaspiring, you said, my friends... Oh, I didn't mean to be on my book screen this long. Just some relentless, merciless promo up there. Unaspiring said, my friend's been pushing me to make a D&D campaign for them, and it has kind of snowballed. Hey, that's sick, dude. That's awesome. There's a lot of D&D players hanging out in chat here. I say D&D is just like writing. If you're DMing a campaign, you're basically writing a book. So that's great practice for writing. Rock on. Rich, you said I had a few narrator friends tell me to just go for it. That's what I'm doing. Hey, there you go. In answer to Poison Apple Tea's question about how to become a narrator, kind of what I say. Just go for it. Just practice. Yeah. Snow, you said for your fantasy map on Friday, what is that about? Or are you making your own map? Oh, thank you for asking, Snow. Great question. And y'all, I apologize if I see a lot of questions popping in here. I will get to them. Just give me 1 second. Snow, thank you for mentioning it. On Friday, we're doing a map stream. It's going to be a new thing for us. We're going to make a fantasy map live on stream. So this Friday, 7 to 9 a.m. Central Time, come on back. We're going to be doing that. It's going to be an all-original map, Snow. These are maps, in this graphic here, these are maps I've made for my books in the past. But we're going to make an all-original one on stream this Friday. Should be fun. So let's see other questions here. Paul said this may be an assumption that you play D&D, but what is your go-to D&D class? No, that's spot on, Paul. Paul, I love playing Paladin for the roleplay elements, but they can be a bit mechanically uninteresting at times, so I tend to go Moon Druid outside of that, or just straight up Barbarian, man. I love a good Barbarian. There's so much room to play in the Barbarian space. What about you, Paul? What are you into? What's your class? Other name wasn't available. Says, dude, you're so supportive. It's amazing. Such positive energy. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, man. That's what we try to do here. I just want to give y'all a good start to the day. Good cozy stream to hang out in, and then we go out into the world with the good vibes flowing. Because you know what? Y'all give me a great start to my day. I leave here so happy every day. I just want to pass it on. Rise, sorry it took me a minute to get here. You said I have a question. When writing, do you have the ending already set, or do you write the book as you go? Rise, I have the ending loosely set. I know where it's going to end and what I want to do, but if I have better ideas along the way, I'll give myself the space to change it up. Pivot creatively. If the idea pops in and it's good enough, then we chase it. Basically, I do a bullet point outline. I just do a bullet point per chapter and try to focus that chapter on one thought, one sentence, and just do an outline that way, chapter by chapter. Great question, man. Snow, you're a D&D fan as well? Rock on. Yeah, D&D is great, isn't it? I love it, man. It's just collaborative storytelling with friends. You're just basically writing a book with your friends. How cool is that? It's awesome. What do you play, Snow? What's your go-to class? Manchu says, I enjoy writing campaigns in D&D, but at times friends don't realize how much effort it can take. Oh, I know. Manchu, it's a lot of work, right? You do like literal like a job. It's prep. It takes a lot of work. I hope they appreciate it, because it takes a lot of work to make a good campaign. Geo repping that barbarian gang, absolutely my guy. Tommy asked, hey Tommy, I haven't seen you around before, so hey, welcome in. Thanks for the question. Thanks for hanging out. You said what is? Well, your question just scrolled away. Hold on. Where'd it go? Here it is. What map maker is your favorite for world/continent maps? Tommy, I'll put it in chat for you here. Incarnate is the one that I go with. Ton of fun. I really like it. It's what we'll be using on our fantasy map making stream this Friday. And all these maps in the background have been made using it. I don't publish these maps in my books because I would typically want a little bit better art style for that. But I just have fun making these. And honestly, they're good enough you could use them in a book. So it's really what you want to do with it. But it's super powerful program. Huge time sink for me. I spend a lot of time having fun with that. Thank you for the question, though. Snow says day is better in the morning. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that. Rune says it's odd, but I'm building the city almost like a campaign. I guess it could eventually be a fun TTRPG setting. Yeah, full on, man. Absolutely. I think there's a lot more overlap between D&D and books than people will admit or realize. They're so similar in creating the story and the world and everything. Yeah, it's absolutely the same skills. Paul says I love rogues, but I hate non-cooperative. How non-cooperative they are. So I go Bard. Nothing wrong with Bard. There's a lot of. Hey, both those are fun though, and I can see the overlap between the two. Rise says writing is something I've always wanted to do, but I've no idea how to properly write, so to speak. Hey, Rise, no worries, man. The good news is there's no proper way to write. There's just writing that's entertaining. So if you want to start with short stories or even just scenes. Think about what's a cool thing that you just be excited to read, and then just go write it. Write a scene in whatever it is. If it's a world, if it's a story, just start small and just literally trust your own voice. Write it the way you want to write it, and follow your passion. Like, there is no right way to write. There's just stories that are entertaining. So as long as what you're writing is entertaining, you're doing it right. Snow playing that wizard or cleric. All right. Respect. Manchu going for the warlock. It's always fun. Paul says barbarian to the original servant of rage. Yeah, spot on, my guy. There's a little bit of overlap there if you can notice it. Rune, druid or bard. Love it. Love to see a fellow druid. Hey Sam, I'm sorry I just got to this, man. Thank you for following, first of all, and thanks for being here. Happy Wednesday. You said any tips on writing? You're stuck writing a fantasy book. Absolutely, Sam. What I'm going to say is think about what you're most excited to write in the book, and then just go write that scene. Like, don't worry if you're jumping ahead. Just write that scene and have fun with it. Beyond that, try to make a writing schedule and stick to it. It's like if you're going to say, I'm going to write 5 days a week, make sure you hit those 5 days. Even if on days that you can't feel it, you're stuck, just get a sentence down. Just make sure you hit that routine. Because if you stick to that routine long enough, it becomes habit. And that habit just becomes a natural thing that you're going to want to do. You kind of trick yourself into feeling like I should be writing right now. So yeah, write what you're most excited about, and just make sure you write whatever your goal is. If it's 5 days a week, make sure you get those 5 days. And even if it's a tough day and you can only get a sentence down, just get that sentence down because it counts. It'll get that routine built. Great question though, and please ask me more if you have any. I'm more than happy to help with this. It's always a pain when you get stuck in writing. No one loves it. Tommy says, awesome, thank you. Also, yeah, happy to join. I'm currently writing lore for my first campaign right now. Hey, rock on, dude. Sick. Glad to have you here. Y'all, if you're new here, first of all, thanks for being here. Chat's moving right now, so I'm sorry if I'm not getting to your questions. We will get there. And if I miss it, please ask again. But y'all, welcome in. We're here every weekday, 7 to 9 a.m. Central Time, doing this stream. And so what we do is I do Q&A on books, writing, publishing, any questions you got. And then we also do 5-minute writing sprints where I'll put 5 minutes on the clock, and I will write my next book live on stream. And I invite y'all to write along with me. A lot of folks in chat are writing with me. We're working on our books together. So please come on back if that's what you want to do. The book I'm working on right now is Thief of Honor. It is a free prequel novella that I'll be putting out in the world. We're almost done with it. We're getting there. And when it's finished, it's a prequel to Servant of Rage here on the top left. So Thief of Honor will go out for free. And otherwise, all these books here are my book ones that I've written. Top row is fantasy, bottom row is lit RPG. Please, if you're interested, give them a look. But I see a few more questions here, so let me answer a few more and then we'll wrap things up. So thank you for being here, y'all. Great day today. Other name wasn't available says if you could choose any of your worlds to turn into a movie or video game, which one would you pick? Ooh, good question, other name. We're going with the Far Wild on that one. The Far Wild is a world that I'm inspired by Jurassic Park. So it's got a lot of, not dinosaurs, but near dinosaurs in it. And I think it would make a lovely, like, kind of thriller horror game. Running from big hungry beasties, kind of like a Last of Us type scenario. I think that'd be a lot of fun. The book itself isn't as heavy as Last of Us, and it's not horror. It's more thriller. It's more adrenaline. But I think that'd be a very fun game to play. Plus, we're overdue for a good thrilling Jurassic Park game where you got to hide from the dinosaurs and stuff. Great question. Y'all, if you're having fun hanging out today, I can't keep the stream going forever, but you know what? We do have a Discord. And the fun continues there. There's the link. I just posted it in chat. Please pop on by. Join us. All the wonderful folks hanging out here, most of them are there. And we have a Writing Sprints channel. We have an Art Share channel where we share the art that we create on stream. Support each other. It's just good vibes, good time. Please pop on in there. We'd be happy to have you. Other name says your maps make me really want to play a game on those worlds. Yeah, don't they, dude? That's part of why I spend so long making them. It's almost like a video game creating them. I have a lot of fun. You'll see Friday. You'll see Friday if you're here for the map making stream. Unaspiring Writer says, what do you think of using ChatGPT to edit or bounce ideas? I'm not a fan of ChatGPT for that. I don't think that it's going to give you particularly good ideas, and I don't think it's going to help in the long term because writing is a skill and you got to practice it, right? It's like working out at the gym. The more you lift those weights, the more muscle you get. Writing, the more you write, the more you strengthen your writing muscles. And so I think you're kind of cheating yourself a little bit if you're not strengthening those muscles through practice. For bouncing ideas, maybe it's okay. I don't really know about that. I've not used it for that before. I've not used it at all, really. So it might work for that. But realistically, I think you're better served finding what creative process works for you and practicing it. So yeah. Manchu says, write until you're writing in your sleep. Hey man, some days it feels like that. Ramon or Raymond, let me know which it is. But thank you for following. I appreciate that, man. Thanks for being here. A lot of stuff going on today. I appreciate y'all hanging out and interacting. It's been great. Snow, you just ordered my book on Amazon. Hey, thank you, dude. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You picked up Servant of Rage. I hope you enjoy it, Snow. Let me know how you think. Let me know what you think about it, man. But thank you for getting it. I appreciate that. Y'all, a lot of folks ask, like, do I have a Patreon or anything like that? I don't. All I say is if you're having a good time and you want to support me, pick up one of my books. Give it a try. See one that might interest you. And that's the best thing you can do. So I appreciate that. Let me see. Coach, you're calling for another writing sprint? Coach, I think we're going to call it for sprints for the day. I'm going to leave y'all on a cliffhanger for finishing this novella tomorrow. I've run long here because chat's going good, but I got a busy day I got to get to, so we'll be wrapping up here in a few minutes. Let me just finish these last questions here because good questions, and I appreciate it. Paul, you're heading out to your doctor's appointment. Hey, thanks for being here, man. It was a pleasure to have you. I hope it goes well. Rune says it's amazingly nice to have this little community to write with. Such an amazing pep to the step to getting to know everyone. Well, thank you, Rune. I love to hear that. That's what we're trying to do here. You know, we're just trying to have a good time, build a good community of creators and artists and folks just having a good time and encouraging each other. Rising tides lift all ships, right? So thank you for being a part of it, Rune, and thank you to the community for y'all are making the vibe around here. You're helping it be this amazing. So thank you. Poison said, I mean, I could keep the stream going forever, but the electric bill would be pretty high. It would. It would. Unaspiring, you're very welcome for the advice. Hey, no worries. Thank you for popping in. And I hope your son gets his handwriting down. That's super cute. Go work on that with him. And thanks for being here. Oh, Rise, it says the Discord link's expired. Man, it does that. I don't know why my links keep expiring. I'm pulling them from, like, the main thing, but hold on, I'll grab a new one for you. Thank you for letting me know. Here we go, and throw it in chat. There we go. Oh, that's not it. That's not it. It's because I'm in stream mode with Discord. Hold one moment, please. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. That link should work. Let me know. Hopefully that fixes it. Yeah, Anna, I'm going to look into that because I think that the link is supposed to never expire. Let me make a note of that so I can look into it again. Thank you for that, though. I think Sam, you said it worked for you? Okay, cool. So maybe that one's. I don't know. I don't know why that would work for one and not the other. But let me know if the new one worked. Oh, Snow, you said you never liked reading too much, but you love dark fantasy, and I seem like a great author. Well, thank you. Hey, I hope you enjoy Servant of Rage, and if reading's not for you, have you tried audiobooks? A lot of folks like them just like podcasts, but you know, you get to consume a book. So please give that a try if it catches your attention. Sam, the link worked for you. Okay, good, sick, rock on. Thank you. So you just posted it? Okay, so I'll copy that one for my own records. Thanks very much for that. Y'all, hey, thank you for being here. Thank you, Sam, by the way, for following the stream and joining the stream team. Thank you to everybody who followed and liked today. I mean, wow, we popped off. What a stream today. That was a ton of fun. Not as many words. We actually, for the first time in a long time, we didn't hit the word goal today, but you know what? The trade-off was chat was going nuts. Lots of great questions, lots of new faces. Met a lot of new people, so hey, thank you very much for being here, y'all. We're here every weekday, 7 to 9 a.m. Central. So please come on back. We'd be glad to have you. Manchu said I listen to audiobooks while on patrol at work, so it's nice to have that available. Yeah, that sounds perfect, right? Just if you're doing something that you got to focus on but not fully, you get that audiobook playing in the background. It's a great way to do it. I do it while cleaning house. That's when I listen to my podcasts. It's a nice time to do it. But y'all, hey, thank you very much for being here. Let me give a special shout out to Kevin McLeod of Incompetech.com for the use of his songs Farm, Manor, Cottages, and Northern Glade, which provided our background music today. Additionally, a very special thank you to Raffi the Engineer, our community member who made our 5th background song, Midnight at the Round Table. And I'm going to cue that up for you right now. Raffi made this song during a writing sprint on this stream. Y'all, I say we got a creative community here, and we sure do. Thank you so much, Raffi, for making this song and for letting me use it on stream. Lastly, everybody, if you've enjoyed the stream today, please give me a follow so we can hang out on the next one. Like I said, I'm here 7 to 9 a.m. weekdays on TikTok Live and YouTube Live at Author Alex Knight. So, whew, y'all, that was a fun one. Thank you for being here. I am exhausted. Had a great time today. I hope you did too. Hey, we'll be back tomorrow. Run it back, same thing. And I'm kind of cliffhangering, y'all. I'm sorry about that. We're 260 words away from finishing this novella, so tomorrow we're going to finish it and we're going to blast through that word count. So please, y'all, come on back for tomorrow. Pop into that Discord if you want. This link should work, so please, we'd love to have you in there. Have a great day, everybody. And I'll just end on, if you want, you can pick up my books on Amazon or at authoralexknight.com. Give them a look. And as a reminder, Friday, we're making fantasy maps on stream. Gonna be a special day. So, folks, see you tomorrow, hopefully. See you Friday after that. Hope you have a good one. Thanks for being here, Leisha, Rise, Grim, Gio, Raffi. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for being here. Snow, Manchu, y'all. Sam, I am. Thanks. Thank you for being here, y'all. Leisha, you'll miss tomorrow. No worries. It's all right. Hey, we'll catch you on Friday. I hope you have a good Thursday. Poison Apple Tea, it was good to have you back. Thanks for being here, everybody. And, y'all, it's a pretty good start to the morning. Let's keep it rolling. Have a good day for the rest of the day. And, hey, we'll catch you next time, folks. Thank you so much for being here.